Here we've been talking about this great program that Vidant Health is starting with Rocking Horse Ranch called Healing with Horses. And in our Vidant Health Spotlight this morning, we have someone who's fairly new to our community. I'm just getting to know Jenny Higgins, and I'm going to get your title right.
That's okay.
Are you
Take
ready?
Your time.
Here
Go
it is.
for it.
Jenny is a licensed clinical oncology social worker and therapist.
Correct.
Did I get it?
Yeah.
How are you?
Perfect. Really good.
It's great to have you here. How are you? And you're new with Vidant Health.
I am. I'm new to Vidant and the community, but I'm delighted to be here and getting acquainted and enjoying.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
It's great to have you here.
Thank you.
All right. Let's talk about this program. For people who don't know what Rocking Horse Ranch is, we've had those folks on. They have a big promotion, I know,
Yeah.
every year.
They're amazing, and I think historically they've provided some very reputable experiences for people who more specifically have types of disabilities or maybe even mental health supportive needs.
Yeah.
So they're wonderful.
And it's all it's therapy
Yeah.
working with horses.
Absolutely.
Tell us how that works.
Yeah. So the beginning of the group is going to be structured with horse handlers and horse trainers, and they'll be walking us through some really meaningful experiences, activities, exercises to evoke thoughts, deeper thoughts, emotions, and feelings surrounding their cancer journey for our survivors. So it'll give us a little bit of opportunity to think more in depth about the experiences that we're having associated with cancer.
All right. So you're going to have a sign-up period where people. So
Yeah.
this is open to people, and generally you're looking for folks who are cancer survivors at this point.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And let me back up for just a brief moment.
Sure.
We'll also be going into a group setting where we'll be processing all of those thoughts, experiences, emotions. So it'll be a 2-hour group experience.
Yeah.
And we are looking for survivors throughout the region who really connect with people, who connect with animals, and who may find this experience to be meaningful, beneficial.
And as a therapist, tell me about the horses. I mean, how do horses work into the therapy? What actually happens when you bring the patients out there to interact with the horses? Do they ride the horses? I mean,
no, we don't ride the horses, but we interact with the horses, and we have very specific designed activities and experiences planned, like I said, to maybe symbolically promote thought to our experiences with cancer, our journey with cancer. And I don't know if you have a pet at home, but oftentimes when we interact with animals, in just those interactions alone, they can be very therapeutic. Animals often provide a level of comfort to us that we feel is, very emotional. There are a lot of bonds involved. So it's a great way, an innovative and creative way to really reach out to people.
So this is open to cancer survivors.
Yes.
Anyone who wants to sign up within the sound of our voice can contact you and
absolutely
sign up. And is it a one-time session? Is it an ongoing program? How does it work?
Yeah. So the fall session will be for 10 weeks. We'll meet for 11 weeks because we'd really love to have individuals come get acquainted with where they're going to be, who will be providing these experiences to them with them. Mm-hmm. And then after that, we'll meet for 10 weeks and we'll really enjoy our time together. And they're welcome to either contact me directly or even Malika over at the Rocking Horse Ranch. We'd be glad to answer any questions, enroll individuals.
So what's the desired outcome? What are patients likely to achieve during the sessions, and how does it help them cope with their cancer?
Absolutely.
Or the fact that they've had cancer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Vidant and I think the greater community recognizes the mental health disparities throughout our region. And I think our overall goal is to just assist and help individuals cope through having cancer. Anywhere from having a diagnosis through the treatment process or even post-treatment, and what does survivorship look like after we've gone through all of those journeys. So we really just want people to be able to feel supported, connect with other survivors, develop meaningful relationships, and ultimately cope through having cancer. So
Interesting.
Yeah.
Is this a pilot program, or is anybody else in the country doing something like this?
I think there are various providers throughout the nation. This is a fairly new concept, but I know that Rocking Horse Ranch has been doing this for several years with other groups. And why not now, incorporate cancer survivors?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so it's Vidant Health and Rocking Horse Ranch. If you're not
Yes.
sure, Rocking Horse Ranch, I believe, is located just out off Highway 43, right?
Yeah, if you just
out
go
past
down
Ironwood Country Club.
5th Street, yep, exactly.
Yeah. And so tell us how to get more information if someone's listening and
Absolutely.
wants to sign up, or they have a family member that's not
Yeah.
listening, maybe wants to hear more about this. Tell us how to find out more.
You bet. Well, they're welcome to call me at 252-847-7943. I'd be glad to repeat that. That's 252-847-7943. Or even Malika, and let me see here. Her number is 252-752-0153. Either one of us would be glad to answer any questions or help with the enrollment process.
And I see on the flyer here, you can also go to vidanthealth.com/cancer.
Yes, I guess so. Maybe our
Well, it's on
marketing
my
department.
flyer. It's on my flyer anyway.
Maybe our marketing department was
Yeah,
gracious
yeah.
enough to get that going for us.
It's a pleasure to meet
It's
you.
a pleasure. Thank you so
Welcome
much for
to our
having
community.
Yeah,
It's great
thank
to have you
you.
here.
Thank you so much. I'm glad to be a part of it.
Jenny Higgins, the licensed clinical oncology social worker and therapist working with the Healing with Horses campaign, Vidant Health, and Rocking Horse Ranch. What a great program. Jenny,
Yeah,
thanks for
thank
coming
you.
by.
Thank you so much
Good to
for
see you.
having me.
Absolutely.
Thank you.